Steady here with the Countdown to the Geekcast, and I'm with G. Tom Mack. How has your experience been with the event so far?
I love it. Summer of Santa Carla will be one event I will remember. Not just because it's the 35th event anniversary. It's the people are fantastic, and it's just got all walks of life going on.
Absolutely. We're here celebrating the Lost Boys film, the iconic Lost Boys film, and your song, I think, really helped. It was a perfect union of film and music come together. Did you know when you were writing it, or did you know when you saw it with the film together that it was going to have this lasting presence?
Well, first of all, I didn't see the film, and Joel Schumacher at the time rang me up to see if I would write a theme song to the film, and he was already a fan of my work. And I said, yeah, when can I look at the film? At that point, I'd done about 12 or 13 films that I had songs in, like Fast Songs of Ridgemont High, All the Right Moves, on and on.
Sure.
And he said, well, what if I sent you a script? Maybe you'll at least get a head start, and maybe you'll get inspired. And I said, by all means. I was living in New York at the time, and they were shooting in Santa Cruz. So I read the script one night, and I just was enamored by it. I just thought, wow, this is a challenge. So and I remember him saying, do what you want to do what you do. I want your vision. Because a lot of times when you're doing films, the director or producers have a sort of like an idea, and they make references.
They give you a lot of direction.
And, it never turns out. You're not copying anybody. But I love the idea that I was just free to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I got up the following morning and went to my piano, started getting a vibe, and went to my guitar. And I said, it was like both instruments were, I'd never really done that before. I was working with both instruments and getting it created. And I got the vibe down, and I had it in my head, and I just didn't have the chorus yet. And I went up to my studio. This is all in Manhattan.
Nice.
And I just started hearing this vibe of what the chorus could be. I went to my piano and I got it. And then a friend of mine who's a really good jazz musician was across the hallway, and I kept hearing this boom, boom, boom. And I'm going, and the sound came through, and I'm going like, I said, Michael, he played with Miles Davis, he's played with everybody, And he, dear mate, and I just said, what is that? And he said, I've just been working on some sounds here. We had just gotten a new synclavier. And I said, do you mind if I take that? And he said, of course. He said, if you need any more help or whatever, I'm around. And he was very eclectic too, Michael. So I just was able to go back in the studio, finish up the lyrics, put that drum beat in there, and just, it was just pure magic. And I made a demo that day, got 4 boys to come in, and we double-tracked them, and that was just sent it off to Joel, and 5 days later he rings me on a very hungover morning. I can hear there's those answer machines.
Sure.
So I get up and go into the living room. I said, he's going, Gerard, if you're there, pick up. That's my name, Gerard McMahon, but I go by G. Tom Mack now because nobody could pronounce my name. But anyway, he was going, how did you know? I'm playing it on set. This is going to work in every part of the movie. I'm going like, wow, this is, I hope you're not going to overdo it. I didn't say that. And the rest was kind of, when I went out to see the film, it was nothing what I thought it would look, what was going on in my head. My head had a bit darker of a scene, but I don't know if I would have written that song had I seen the film. I think it was so much reading the script that just took me into that zone.
It completely sets the right tone for the entire film, and you're right. Joel used it throughout.
Well, I was there when it was a little overkill at one point, but I remember in the beginning my voice was in the beginning, and I just said, Joe, why don't we take out my voice in the beginning? And my manager was there, and he said, you're committing artist suicide right now. You know that, right? And I'm going like, it just more of a payoff in the middle of the film, Let it just be the boys. Let it be the choir and the instrumental part,
So am I right in thinking the first time we actually hear your voice is during the love scene?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the perfect moment to bring the voice in.
And
right?
Joel agreed, and he, and it was already there.
Yeah.
We'd already put it. We knew that it was going to go into that particular scene. So anyway, I mean, synergy at its best,
Absolutely. I'll ask you one last question because I know you got a lot of things to do today. What does it mean to you 35 years later? We're having this tremendous event, thousands of people from all over the country flying here to celebrate this iconic film.
It's remarkable. I feel really, if you want to use the word blessed, that so many people have taken to the movie in such a way where it has very high significance in its entertainment value, but it also is a great story about family, really, And when I read that script, I just felt they were all looking for, that the vampire, especially Kiefer, he came off as this very James Dean rebel without a cause kind of thing.
So amazing.
But there was a very much of a loneliness thing in him that I wanted to portray in the song,
Absolutely.
and open it up into this chorus rather, that gave a sense of life.
Absolutely. Cry Little Sister has cemented itself as an iconic 80s song that's going to live on forever. Congrats on all your success. Enjoy the rest of the event. Very nice to meet you, Gerard.
And don't forget the music video is coming out, probably the official Cry Little Sister music video drops sometime mid-September, and along with the HD 4K that's going to be released of the film.
Fantastic. The Summer of Santa Carla. We're going to get back to the event. We'll see you guys later.
Yes.